ABC News.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something extremely important. What's the real purpose of marketers targeting kids? Since children at an early age are not prepared enough to differentiate between when they're being informed and when they're being influenced into consumption, this makes it easier for marketers to mold the children's consumption desires. But I'm going to explain the three main reasons. The first one is that children are an important target for brands. Children are in a learning stage where they easily absorb information from all sources around them, shaping their character and defining their likes and dislikes, making this stage the perfect one for brands to influence children's consumption desires. Number two, children are going to be future consumers. Marketers influence children from an early age to guarantee future stable profits, as they will become the future consumers. Marketers do this by focusing on the children's insecurities, by piggybacking on trends, as well as creating false needs and indirectly turn them into addicts, and therefore influencing children into consuming lifestyle. Number three, children influence parents' consumption. Now, children easily influence their parents' decisions when purchasing, because parents want to please their children's wants, and children are more focused on their wants than their needs. Nowadays, families are smaller. Each children has more attention from their parents, and parents have more money to spend on each child. Additionally, parents make up for the lack of time spent with their children with material things. Most parents do not understand the degree of influence their children are getting from marketing every day, and to what extent they will be affected in their lives.
If you've ever tried grocery shopping with children, you know how much of an ordeal it can be. You're looking to pick up components of a healthy, balanced diet, and they have a completely different agenda. An agenda which has most likely been shaped during the Saturday morning cartoons. So how much TV do your kids watch? If you don't know, you might want to find out. On average, children ages 2 to 17 view 12 to 21 TV commercials every day. This is a major concern, as 98% of these commercials are for foods high in calories, fat, sugar, and/or sodium. $1.9 billion each year is spent by the food industry to market to young people. Food marketing aimed at young children affects the development of their food choices, food preferences, and eating habits, which will continue to affect them into their adult lives. While there is no single cause for childhood obesity, it is suggested by many experts that the marketing of junk food has a profound contribution to the rise of childhood obesity. It is unethical to market to children, as they take it literally and rely on media figures and characters for social guidance. Children should be able to develop a healthy relationship with food, which proves difficult when unhealthy options are accompanied by toys and the message of happiness.
There are many ways food companies market their products, which include advertising through the internet by advert games, viral marketing by sharing the product with a friend via social media, or with an unexpected pop-up. Take YouTube for example. They began playing advertisements without the option of skipping through. Viewers are forced to continue watching the ad and potentially get persuaded in order to play their chosen video. Another method of marketing is shown in books, magazines, emails, or movies. But the most largest and effective method is through television. Fast food restaurants such as McDonald's and Wendy's are able to grasp children's attention through their toy selection. The commercials will show that children playing with the toy while eating the unhealthy food will bring them enjoyment. Dairy Queen, on the other hand, has a unique way of connecting to the kids by having a father and son play a role in their special meal and ice cream deal. The method persuades children into imagining that it could be an ideal way of bonding with their parents through food.
In 2003, the Canadian Pediatric Society issued a statement about the impact that the media has on children that raised many concerns about advertising. Then, in 2004, a coalition of Canadian health groups called for a ban on advertising aimed at children 13 and under. But fortunately, Quebec has already banned printing and broadcasting advertising directed toward children under the age of 13. Even though broadcasting media is regulated in terms of advertising to children, the internet is unregulated, and children spend a lot of time alone online, which leaves them susceptible to an endless amount of food advertisement. Parents can try to watch what their children eat, and they can teach them how to make healthy food choices, but they can only do so much before their children give in to the pressure to eat unhealthy foods. Additionally, in schools, a lack of funding forces school boards to allow companies to market to students in exchange for desperately needed money, technology, and educational materials. Corporations will basically supply schools with what they need in exchange for high company visibility. And deals are made with fast food companies, snack companies, and soft drink companies to make their products available in schools. Ads are posted on buses, in classrooms, and even on school computers. Also, incentive programs are created to get kids to consume certain products. For example, Pizza Hut's program Book It offers kids certificates for free pizza if they achieve a monthly reading goal. As parents, this is what you can do to deter your kids from being marketed to so heavily. For starters, at a young age, you need to teach them the definition of what advertising is and what product placement is. You also need to try to keep computers and televisions in maybe the basement or the family room rather than in the child's bedroom, and limit exposure to the television and internet by maybe putting a limit of 1 or 2 hours a day, and try to balance those activities with other activities such as reading or family time or getting exercise. You as parents need to teach your children the difference between what is good for them and what is bad for them, and teach them about impulse purchases and how they can avoid them by doing things like making a grocery list before going out to the store. If an ad is concerning you, you can contact Advertising Standards Canada by going to www.adstandards.com and putting in a suggestion to get an ad banned.